Welcome back for AM Northwest. For women, it's always a good idea to learn some basic self-defense moves. Janice Bangs went to find out what street smart moves are most effective.
As a woman, we've all had the feeling of being nervous when we're in a parking lot at night and putting packages into the car, never really sure if there might be someone lurking around. So today I'm going to learn some street smart self-defense, and I am with martial arts master Eric Johnson. Good morning, Master Johnson.
Good morning, Janice.
So you are a Tai Chi expert, but you also help people street fighting.
That's correct. Well, we actually, anybody can defend themselves. You don't have to be in shape or go into any special training to be able to defend yourself. Some of the techniques you can defend yourself with are really simple. Okay. And if you'd like, I can show you a couple techniques right now.
I'd love to. So who?
This is Mr. Tom Briggs. He's going to pretend to be our bad guy today.
Okay. All right, okay. Tom.
So Tom is actually going to grab one of the very common attacks. If he's grabbing my shoulders or maybe even a chokehold, I'm going to use my entire body. I'm going to bend down on my legs and use my whole body to battle the strength of his arms. He's bigger and stronger than I am.
Right.
So I'm going to make my arms into a wedge, lift with my legs, and bump his arms off, pushing his arms out.
Okay.
So if I speed that up now, I can get his arms off of me rather quickly. Okay. Why don't you come over and try that real quick? Tom's going to be gentle with you here.
Okay. So he's got me here.
Correct.
And then
so bend your legs.
Bend my legs.
And you're going to form the wedge. It almost looks like you're saying your prayers. Please don't hurt me. Okay. So then we bump and lift with your legs, and now turn your palms out and push him away.
Oh, I see.
And the idea is that we want to leave him standing kind of, this is Johnny, our stuffed bad guy here. And we want to leave him kind of standing like this for just a split second.
Okay.
In a real life situation, things move really fast, so you only have a split second to do something now.
And what do you do with this guy?
Well, once we get him here, you've just knocked the guy's arms out, we can easily lift a knee right into the groin. So 1, 2, right into the groin.
Okay, so
I want you to try that.
Okay, so you don't just stop after you've done your...
No, you have to do something immediately right after that. Very good. Try it again one more time. It actually feels good, doesn't it?
Oh, okay. Yes, it does. Actually, it's very
good.
Yes.
Now, you don't want to do it all at the same time, otherwise you're cheerleading.
I was just going to say, and what I found myself doing is I fell into him when I did that.
Yeah, so it has to be one, and now you have that split second, you go ahead and do the second move.
I see. So
1, 2,
like
good.
That. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd love to show you another one real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Tom, if I can get you to come back over, we'll get you right over here. So if he grabs the wrist, maybe he's trying to drag you someplace that's a little more convenient for him to continue the assault.
Yes.
I could step in. It's really important to step in. One, it's the last thing that he expects, but I actually close the distance. I can do more. I'm going to use a hammer fist, so just hammer right down on the wrist.
Okay.
Then I'm going to pull back and elbow right to the face. Okay, so 1, we step in and hammer. 2, we elbow straight in. Okay, so I want you to try that. Don't break Tom. We need him later, please.
I've had a bad day, Tom.
No.
No mood.
So you step in and make a hammer right on his wrist. Here.
And then,
now, you load this up and go right to the face.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Okay, so now how we can use that with Johnny, we pretend that he's holding us, and you just hold on to him. You're going to step in and hammer and elbow in. So you can go a little harder, a little faster with this technique.
Okay, let's see. All right.
Go slow to start with and pretend he's got a hold of you here.
Okay.
Now step in and hammer right on his arm. And elbow. Good job. Not bad. Try it one more time, because the repetition of these techniques is what makes it effective. Doing it over and over. Very good.
Whew, that even works up a little sweat.
Yeah. How about one more quick one?
Okay, I'd love
Tom, if you can come over real quick. One of the easy things that we can do is just easily, we're going to do what's called a leopard fist. So I want you to curl your hand just like this, and we're actually going to place that. Tom's a strong guy. Tom, take a strong stance for me. Don't let me move you. So just pushing on his throat, there's really not much he can do about it. So if I just bump a little from here, jab that into the throat, it's going to knock the guy back, and he's going to grab his throat here. So if he grabs me, he's choking me or whatever, if I can get my hand to his throat, even if he's on top of me, I can jab that fist into the throat.
Because the natural instinct, would you grab hold?
The
natural instinct is to go like this,
to wrestle.
To focus on this.
Yeah, if you wrestle with him, he's stronger and you're going to lose. So if we hit some vital points, bang, very simple.
Yes, and then
now, if you try this with, you could try that on Bob right there, right on the throat.
Okay,
Do it lightly.
and then what about right there?
Oh, right to the nose works too. That's an off switch.
Okay, I think there's a lot more that we could learn, but I've got a few basics of street smarts, and I've hoped you've learned something too. Thank you so much, Master Johnson.
Always a pleasure.
Very interesting, and
Thank
I'm going to
you.
go kick some more butt. Bye, you guys.
To practice on me.
I wanted to rehearse it a little.
Go to that. Don't hit me. Oh, all right, good. All that information on our website at KE2.com. You're vicious.
It was fun, though.
But I don't think you need the training.
Okay. Women.
While a line of guys is shooting back at you.
And that's where the samurai mind really comes into play, and the way they prepared themselves to face almost certain death on the battlefield.
Now what we're seeing here is a traditional prayer ritual used by the samurai warriors before going into combat.
Samurai warriors were paid by their warlords with rice, and they believed that by making an offering of sake and rice to their gods, they would be granted courage in the upcoming fight. The ritual ends with a battle cry that signifies the samurai is ready to accept his fate, and even his own death.
But perhaps nothing symbolizes the samurai's willingness to fight more than what they wore on the battlefield.
The samurai armor is called takanishi, which means armor that needs no shield. The protective layer is a flexible mesh of tiny metal or wooden scales that are laced together with silk. The scales overlap like the scales of a snake, giving a double layer of protection and a surprising degree of mobility.
So now I'm wearing a full suit of samurai armor minus the helmet, and I gotta tell you, it feels pretty cool. This took a while to put on though. There's a lot of crisscrossing straps and a lot of small pieces, but once it's on, I feel very mobile. Everything's easy to do. Kneeling, getting back up, drawing a sword. Definitely you could take some hits. You can see here it's got laminate, so we can take the hits here. Also got chainmail on my shins. You could fight with this. I can tell you, this is really fast, but the armor moves well. It's articulated so I can go back and forth, but you have to move quickly, because this is a razor coming to take your life.
But the samurai armor wasn't just for protection. The details reveal something bigger. The samurai personalized their helmets with ornamentation designed to intimidate the enemy. The bright colors were believed to inspire heroic deeds in battle, and every foot soldier wore a sashimo, or a flag on his back, so he could easily be identified in battle. The idea was to invite the enemy to attack. This is a key insight into the code of Bushido. The armor isn't just to protect life, it's an invitation to death itself.
In a way, going into battle, they sort of thought of themselves as already being dead.
The death will liberate you.
Right.
Equalizer.
Right, right.
So they were willing to die for honor. That's what the samurai is all about.
You can really understand how important it was for these guys to not only fight bravely, but to have honor in death. Nothing was more important to the samurai warrior than fighting and dying with honor. Summer 1600. Rival samurai armies, one from the east and one from the west, arrive at a critical crossroads called Sekigahara. Miyamoto Musashi, now 17 years old, comes upon the two great armies and sees his chance to prove himself in battle. He honors his family's allegiance and joins the army of the West, a decision that would forever define Musashi's place in samurai society.
As a new recruit, Musashi would have fought in the front lines of the samurai army. And he likely would have gone into battle armed with this, the spear.
The Japanese spear is called a yari and is very different from European spears. Made of hardwood, they vary in length with the longest reaching over 20 feet. At one end is an iron pommel, which acts as a counterweight but was also used as a pounding weapon in hand-to-hand combat. At the other end is an incredibly sharp blade made from the same high-quality steel as the samurai sword. The blade is flat, and it's specifically designed to pierce the spaces between the plates of the samurai armor.
So now Mr. Uda is gonna show me some techniques these guys actually use with these weapons. Okay, so the first, we circle, come in, and kick and withdraw. Again, using body mechanics, and here what he did, he extended and reached all the way across like this. What you're doing is deceptively getting range on the guy to